Alright guys, so you already know that I've been building this business for a while right now, and at first I started like an experiment, something that I wanted to test and to see if it could work in the future. But during the time, I'm starting to realize that if I keep treating it like an experiment, it will always remain that, just an experiment. So today I want to talk to you about the changes I'm making to turn this into something real, something that can actually last for a long time. You know, when you start a project, it's very easy to say, let's just try and see what happens. And honestly, that's what I did at the beginning, but I tested ideas, I changed many directions, I worked randomly. It was fine. I learned a lot. But at some point, you have to realize that if you keep doing it without a structure, you'll never grow beyond a certain point. I looked on my business and I thought, okay, this can't be a chaos anymore. I need a system, I need a plan, because if you want something to grow, you have to build it on purpose, not by accident. I started noticing little by little that there were some things that were holding back. My schedule was all over the place. I'd work hard one day and lose focus on the next one. My files, my notes, my goals, everything was basically scattered. Okay, it was a mess. Let's put it in this way. And that's when I realized that organization isn't boring, it's actually power and it's part of the journey. The more structure you create, the more freedom you can actually get. Before, my business was running me, but right now I want me to run the business, okay? So here's what I'm working at right now. Planning ahead, basically I'm setting weekly goals, not just random daily tasks, as you saw before in the clip. I started writing down what actually works and what doesn't, because what gets measured gets improved. Building a clear system was very important for me, because from content to strategy to workflow, everything has a place now. Managing time, so no more jumping from a thing to another, like from studying directly to the business, because otherwise my brain would just explode. Too many information, too many things at the same time. I just can't handle it, at least at this moment of my life, while I'm still growing, I'm still learning. Maybe in the future, I'm gonna reach at the point that I can manage multiple things at the same time inside my head. Of course, it's not perfect yet, but it's already feeling different, calmer, more focused. Like I finally know where I'm going. And the difference between trying and actually building is all the mindset. When you're just trying, failures feels like the end. But when you're building, failures is part of the process. Now, when something doesn't work, I don't just get mad. I fix it. Because I'm not testing anymore, I'm creating something real right now. And that, guys, changed everything. If you're working on something right now, a business, a dream, a goal, here's the truth. You can't treat it like a game and expect big results. Okay, a game is just a game. At some point, you have to flip the switch from maybe to this is it. Once you do that, everything starts to change. You start to show up differently, you stop wasting time, you start repeating your own decisions, you start repeating your vision, and people around you start to notice. Because when you take yourself seriously, the world starts to take you seriously too. First of all, people laugh, and then they remain in silence. This is my vision. So yeah, I'm changing everything. I'm still learning, I'm still building, but I'm no longer trying. I'm planning, I'm improving, and making sure this business becomes something I can be proud of, not just a phase that fades away. Because I don't want to say I tried, I want to say I made it. And if you're watching this, let me remind you of a very important thing. If you're working on something, it can become something real. You just have to believe it enough to build it the right way. If you made it this far, thank you guys very much. I appreciate everyone who's following my path, and this is just the next chapter of my life. If you're on your own path, chase your dream. I'm rooting for you guys, seriously. Let's keep growing, let's keep learning, and keep building something that can last and something that you can be proud of. So, Guys, thank you very much for watching this video. For me, it's a pleasure to maybe inspire or help somebody, and see you in the next one, guys.